What is a nebula? A nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. Some nebulae, more than one nebula, come from the gas and dust thrown out by the explosion of a dying star, such as a supernova. Other nebulae are regions where new stars are beginning to form. For this reason, some nebulae are called star nurseries. How do stars form in a nebula? Nebulae are made of dust and gases, mostly hydrogen and helium. The dust and gases in a nebula are very spread out, but gravity can slowly begin to pull together clumps of dust and gas. As these clumps get bigger and bigger, their gravity gets stronger and stronger. Eventually, the clump of dust and gas gets so big that it collapses from its own gravity. The collapse causes the material at the center of the cloud to heat up, and this hot core is the beginning of a star. Where are nebulae? Nebulae exist in the space between the stars, also known as interstellar space. The closest known nebula to Earth is called the Helix Nebula. It is the remnant of a dying star, possibly one like the Sun. It is approximately 700 light-years away from Earth. That means even if you could travel at the speed of light, it would still take you 700 years to get there. How do we know what nebulae look like? Astronomers use very powerful telescopes to take pictures of faraway nebulae. Space telescopes such as NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope and Hubble Space Telescope have captured many images of faraway nebulae. Why are nebulae important? The first mention of the word nebulae was made in 964 by the Persian discoverer Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, who noticed the Andromeda Nebula, which was later classified as the Andromeda Galaxy. Nebulae were a thing before the concept of galaxies. The nature of galaxies was acknowledged in the 20th century by Vesto Slipher, Edwin Hubble and others. Fun facts about nebulas. The almighty sun was created in a nebula, the solar nebula, and it is believed that in 5 billion years from now, the sun itself will become a nebula. The Orion Nebula is the closest one to the Earth. Nebulae are also known as stellar nurseries because stars are born in them. The nebulae outside the Milky Way are referred to as extragalactic nebulae. Diffuse nebulae are very well outspread and don't have any limits, or so we believe. A dark nebula is very dense. Its items seem to be obscured. An example of a dark nebula is the Horsehead Nebula.